Ooh, hello everybody. I know it's dark. I'm gonna find some. Wait, I know it's dark. I'm gonna find some light in a minute. So, welcome. My name is Jamisha, also known as a Beauty Queen. So, I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit about me. Sorry for the darkness. I'm at home in front of the computer. That's a little bit of light that I have right now. So, like I said, this is my first time going live. I tried to do it on my laptop, but I didn't know how to do that, so I'm doing it on my phone. Please excuse the darkness. All of my lights are like that. If you see me keep looking other ways, I'm looking at my laptop. So anyway, like I said, my name is Jamisha. I'm fairly new to YouTube. I've been on YouTube for about 2 years. I absolutely love it. Um, so I get a lot of questions on why. Okay, this light is like bothering me. I get a lot of questions on why I chose to do YouTube. And sorry. But sorry, my arm keep doing that. Okay. So I chose to do YouTube mainly because I wanted to educate people about sickle cell. And I don't know if everybody knows, what sickle cell is or anything. But I set y'all up. Like I said, this is my first live, so y'all have to forgive me. Like I've never done this before. So please forgive me. Okay, so um I did YouTube to tell people about, sickle cell or whatever. And um my mama would kill me if she sees that I'm sitting on her table. But whatever. Um so yeah, I had sickle cell anemia, sickle cell SS. Um I don't know how many people know about what that is, but that basically is a um inherited disease where your mother and your father have to have the trait in order for you to get it. So, my mom had S trait and my dad has an S trait. So I was born with sickle cell SS. So I wanted to come to YouTube because I saw I was having trouble with like um in the emergency room and just different things. And I felt like, I would watch people on YouTube, and I actually ran to a couple of YouTubers on YouTube who pretended to have YouTube, and they couldn't answer any of the questions that I had um, about sickle cell or any of those things. So I was like, you know what? Maybe I should like let a lot of people know what sickle cell is. Let people know, like give them a little bit of what I go through when I'm in a crisis. So, I have been born with sickle cell. I was born with sickle cell. I first was diagnosed when I didn't find out until I was 6 months. That's the, when people usually find out. So I really didn't know exactly what it was until I was like 18. Like, I just thought that I was trapped inside of an old person's body, which would get sick or couldn't go outside when it's hot, couldn't go outside when it's cold, had to drink lots of fluids all the time, and I couldn't do extracurricular activities in school, things like that. So I'm kind of like jumping all over the place, which I'm sorry about that, but I'm a little bit nervous. So let me fix this camera. Okay, so yeah, I was having trouble because the doctor that I went to, he had sickle cell patients as well as cancer patients. So that was like a bit of a struggle for me because when I had to go into the doctor, like, to get treatment or to get whatever, just fluids or pain medicine or whatever the case may be, a lot of times I couldn't go because of the simple fact that I couldn't go because it was too many cancer patients like already in the infusion room because they were getting cancer, chemo, whatever. Now, let me say this. No disrespect to the people who have cancer because that cancer is a real serious disease. As well as sickle cell. Sickle cell is a type of cancer. So, sickle cell is just as bad as cancer. Like, I feel like in life, or period, people look at cancer and they think, oh my gosh, like this person is going through a life traumatic whatever. Sickle cell is the same way. Sickle cell can kill you just as fast as cancer can. There's no cure for cancer. There's no cure for sickle cell, excuse me, but there is a cure for cancer. For sickle cell, as far as I'm concerned, what I've been told, there's no cure for sickle cell. A crisis can hit you any day, hour, whatever, and there's nothing you could do. So yeah. Oh Lord, y'all, excuse me. Sorry about that. That kind of scared me. But like I was saying, like so year before last, 2017. This is 2018. 2017. I was going into the hospital every month with a sickle cell crisis. I would be admitted to the hospital every month because I had sickle cell or whatever. So I would have to go to the ER every time, and I would hate it because I'm like, I have a doctor, and I can't even go to my own doctor place where I'm supposed to get treatment because there's so many cancer patients there. Like they take up all the seats. And so I would always be told, go to the ER, go to the ER. I would go to the ER. They would say, okay, well, you need to go to your doc. After I've got treatment, they would say, okay, we're going to send you home and we want you to follow up with your, hematologist the following day. Cool, whatever, no problem. But I would call my doctor office and I would be like, hey, I went to the ER, blah, blah, blah. I need to come in to get treatment, or I need to come in to get seen. So again, they would tell me, go back to the ER, which was frustrating. It was so frustrating, y'all, for real. Because here I am, oh crap. Here I am trying to, here I am trying to see my doctor and go and do as I'm told to do, and I can't because of the situation that it's too many cancer patients in there. And it's not the fact that we can't be around cancer patients. It's there would be so many patients because I don't know if I follow anybody who have cancer or know anybody who have cancer. But cancer, I think, depending on what type of cancer you have to go to the doctor. You have to go get treatment, chemo, fluids, medicine, whatever. I guess every day or every other day, but depending on what type of chemo you have. With sickle cell, I can't speak for everybody, but I am going to speak for myself. I personally I have pain every day. And if you say rate it on a scale 1 to 10. I don't usually go into the doctor until I'm like 8, pushing towards 9. Yes, I know a lot of warriors are going to jump down my throat. I know you're going to be in the comments talking about me, but I don't care. I'm not the type of person that'll just run to the ER or run to the doctor with every pain I feel. That's just not me. And my husband always he don't pick me. He always gets on me because I wait to the last minute to go to the doctor or call the doctor or go to the ER. Because I feel like, well, for one, I've actually tried. I was at a 7, and the triage nurse would, from my doctor, she was like, well, 7, I feel like that's still a comfortable rate. You can take your home medications and you should be fine. Okay, fine, whatever. So now that's why I don't call unless I'm at a 8 pushing towards 9. And I know that's dangerous because, well, I can't say dangerous. I know that's bad because I just don't, for one, I don't like taking so many IV pain medications because it messes up your organs, your brain cells, everything. Yes, my home medications do the same thing, but I don't take those every day. And I don't take pain medicine just because I'm in pain, because I have pain every day. If that was the case, I would be high every day, all day. I would not be able to go to work. I would not be able to function. I would not be able to do anything that a normal person is supposed to do. So, I'm already classified as a person who can't do certain things because I have sickle cell. No. So, yeah, I'm going to tell you guys what happened to me last year. Or that's my husband. I'm gonna tell you guys what happened to me from December to April. So, like I said, I have sickle cell. Yes, I do. But I went to, I forgot what happened, but I actually I had been hurting for a long time, a real long time. And what I did was I didn't want to be in the hospital for Thanksgiving. I didn't want to be in the hospital for Christmas. And I definitely didn't want to be in the hospital for my birthday, which is New Year's. So I waited to after Christmas. I waited to after Thanksgiving. I waited to after Christmas. And I think it was like 3 days shy before my birthday, which is, again, New Year's. So I went to the ER. And they admitted me. I remember this. I went to the ER on December 28th, 2017, and I, went to the ER. They admitted me, and I'm in the hospital for at least 5 to 7 days. I get ready to go home, and my mother, I actually was getting ready to go home the next day, I think. And my mom came to visit me, and she saw I did not pay any attention. I did not realize that that's just how much pain I was in, and also how fast I was ready to go home. Okay. So I was laying in bed, and my mom recognized that my arm was super duper swole, and it was actually my right arm. And my right arm had already automatically had been swollen because I had a fistula placed in it. A fistula basically is a really huge vein that they use for you to take out yours. It's for apheresis. It's a fistula, and it's just a really big vein. And what they do is with apheresis, what they do is they take out your sickle cells and they give you whole blood cells. So that decreases the chance of you having a sickle cell crisis. So I was all for it. So I had this place in my arm like a couple of years ago. Well, fast forward back to the day before I was getting ready to get out of the hospital, my mom noticed that my arm was like really, really swollen or whatever, right? Cool. So, she goes, well, can you guys check her arm out because it's really, really swollen, and it usually don't look like that. And they ran tests. I had a fever, didn't know it. Mind you, they were getting ready to send me home. I had a fever. My arm was super swollen and I was still in pain, which I was ready to go home because my birthday was coming up. I had had it in my mind. I'm not gonna be in the hospital on my birthday. So they ran tests and they said I had some kind of infection. Okay. They didn't know what kind of infection it was. The following day, they did emergency surgery. And what they did was, I can actually show y'all the marks. What they did was they cut my elbow. I don't remember if it was in my shoulder or in my elbow, but they cut my elbow. They did emergency surgery. They cut my elbow and did a debridement. A debridement, from my understanding, is basically cleaning out all the infection from what you have in your arm, whatever. They take some infection out, they test it, blah, blah, blah. They test come back to tell you what it is. Well, they ran tests, but they couldn't tell me what it was. They did the surgery. I recovered from the surgery really well. They was like, okay, we're going to watch you for a couple of days, then you can go home. Well, I went home. So my birthday had passed. I was in the hospital for my birthday up until like the 4th or 5th day of 2018. And I remember at this time I wasn't engaged or anything, but the guy that I'm married to, getting ready to get married to, my boyfriend at the time, brought, his family up and they all came to see me and, they brought me birthday gifts, blah, blah, blah. We had a good time. Okay, yes, fast forward. So they get ready to send me home again. And later that night, I had a really high fever again. Yeah, please excuse that vibrating. That's my husband texting me. He's just telling me he's on the way. Okay? So I have a high fever. They can't control it. They can't get it down. I'm taking everything. I'm in a lot of pain. Whatever. They get the fever down. I end up going home. And they were like, you have to take a antibiotic shot for the next. Sorry, y'all. This phone, I swear. This is why I want to do it on my laptop. Because this is like frustrating me. So, they send me home after surgery or whatever, and they tell me that I have to do these shots, antibiotic shots, every day for the next 6 weeks. So, I'm home after surgery, whatever, and I'm going to the doctor every day to get these shots. One Sunday, it was time for my shot, and I don't remember. I'm going to try to explain this as best as I can remember, because a lot of the stuff I can't remember. So, what happened was, my mom, we was in church, and my mom, I remember her telling me, I remember her saying to the doctor that, the nurse rather, that my eyes was rolling to the back of my head while we were in church. And so she brought me in early. While I get to the infusion center and she takes my temperature and my weight and she says, oh my gosh, Janisha, your temperature is extremely too high. I can't give you this medicine. I have to call the doctor. She calls the doctor and the doctor is like, okay, we'll bring her down to the emergency room ASAP. And the nurse comes back and she goes, we have to take you down to the ER. The doctor wants to see you in the ER. And she tells my mom, you can go park the car and then meet Jamisha in the ER. And I was thinking, no, I'll just go with my mom. I'll be okay. So the nurse, my plan was to get in the car with my mom and convince her that I would be fine. I want to go home. Because I was thinking the ER, if any sicklers is on here, they should know going to the ER is like living hell. So I was like, I don't want to be in the ER room. I don't feel good. I have this high temperature. I don't need to be around nobody. All I want to do is lay down. That's in my mind. I'm like, I don't want to go to the ER because I know I'm going to be there all day. And it's already like late in the evening. And so, I don't even remember getting wheeled back to the room, but I remember like being in the room, laying on the bed. My mom is on this side of me, And the doctor comes in and he goes, I'm gonna tell you like what I remember. This is what I remember him saying. I need you to take your shirt off. I look at my mom, she looks at me, and I go, I can't take my shirt off because of my arm. And he goes, well, we're gonna have to cut it off. Mind you, I have on my favorite freaking shirt. It's my Duke's Blue Devils shirts. I love Duke. I love Duke. And this is the only shirt. I actually got this shirt from a guy at school. He took it off his back and gave it to me because he hated the team so much. I didn't care. I wanted the shirt. I'm a Blue Devils, okay? I'm a Duke fan, okay? Whatever. Talk about me in the comments if you want. I don't care. So I'm not really thinking about the shirt, but he goes, okay, well, we're gonna have to cut it off you. They cut the shirt off me, and after that point, I don't remember anything else. So what I do remember, actually, I don't even remember Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day. Mind you, I having surgery every day on the same spots. It went up to my shoulder, and in that time, I didn't know. I forgot how to walk. Like, I couldn't sit up. Like, I had forgot how to do everything. So I'm thinking, I'm not gonna be able to walk again or any of that. Like, I couldn't even sit up in the bed. Like, sitting up in the bed was a task or whatever. So I was just having surgery every day. They took my port out, and actually this is where the port was, right here. That dot right there, that's where the port was. This cut here is where they cut it to get it out, get the port out or whatever. So I was awake for that. They took the port out. They took the port out because they thought that the port was the reason um of me keep getting infections, but it wasn't. So I'm on all types of antibiotics. I'm on all types of pain medications. Stuff to help me go to the bathroom. I'm doing therapy, everything. Like, it got to the point I had surgery here, where you can see. Well, I don't know if you can see now, but let me see. Surgery here, you can see that's where they stitched me up, and I had surgery. And then I also had surgery here. This is where it started. So, yeah, I had surgery here, and then I also had surgery here, and then the back of my elbow, which I can't show you. So I'm having all this surgery or whatever, and so it gets to the point where I can't even use my arms at all. And I remember I couldn't even push the call bell button to call for a nurse. So I had to leave my door open. I couldn't even get up to go to the bathroom. I had to use, excuse me, a bedpan, which I had never used, and I didn't even know how to use it. So they had to leave my door open so I could tell the nurses when I needed something. And then they had got me like this. I've never seen this contraption. It was some kind of contraption where they hook on the bed, you blow on it, and it calls for the nurse. I had that, and I just remember going to surgery, signing for surgery every day. My nurses signed up for surgery because I couldn't use my arms. When I tell you, I had tubes here, tubes in my elbows, tubes on this side, like tubes everywhere. I had the little suction cups on my leg, the blood pressure cup on my leg, everything. Like, I was going to surgery every day from January up until April 27th. From April 4th or 5th up until, no, from January 4th or 5th up until April 27th from the time I left. So in between that time, I remember going for surgery every day. And I remember them telling me, you can't eat past 12. I didn't have a set time scheduled for surgery. Like, I would just go whenever there was an open space. And so I couldn't eat, no matter if the surgery was at 2 o'clock. I couldn't eat. 2 o'clock p.m. I couldn't eat. So I would go hours without eating. Once I got out of surgery, I still couldn't eat because I was so nauseous from the anesthesia, and then I didn't have nobody to feed me. Mind you, at the time my mom is working day and night, also coming to the hospital every day to see me, send me off to surgery, see me when I get out of surgery, then going back to work, then going home, everything. My fiance's outside. And then also my fiance was working 3 jobs, helping feed me, everything. Actually, I'm gonna have to wrap this live up because my battery is about to die. So I will continue part two maybe tomorrow. I don't know. But I will let you go. I know my husband is gonna call me in a minute now. But I will continue part two tomorrow. I love you guys. Thank you for subscribing. Tell everyone, your family, your friends about me, just to tell you guys what I'm doing on this channel. I love you guys. Thank you for being a sibling, and I will see you guys later. Love you. Bye.